Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, Bruce and I decided to take a rip on the trails that were snow-covered and very cold. If you're not riding your ATV or side-by-side in the winter, you're missing out on some of the best riding out there. I completely understand if you don't want to put up with the mess or difficulty that sometimes goes along with winter riding. But hey, you can always live vicariously through us on YouTube.
Oh, those look good.
This was the first winter ride in my Maverick Sport XRC that I bought a few months ago. This was the perfect opportunity to put the smart lock system to the test and to see how I like driving a machine with a full cab. Those of you familiar with my channel know that I used to have an original style Can-Am Commander. It had a roof and a windshield, but it didn't have any doors. I certainly didn't let that stop me from riding it in the winter though. Honestly, having a full cab is a game changer. The most immediate benefits are the obvious. It keeps you protected from the wind, the rain, and the cold weather. There are a few drawbacks that I've noticed, but honestly it's just nitpicking. For example, in the rain I noticed a few spots where water was getting in around the windshield that would drop onto my lap, so that was annoying.
I gotta find where it's leaking in from.
I fixed that with more weather stripping. I noticed the Maverick has quite a few drafty spots where outside air was being forced in, especially through the doors. I packed those pretty tight with more weather stripping, and that's pretty much stopped it. I noticed in warm weather it would get really hot in there with the windows closed if you're trying to keep the dust out. Also, the windshield steams up a lot inside after riding through water due to condensation buildup. I keep a small squeegee handy to keep the windshield clear that way. Those are annoyances, but it's still way better than being exposed to the weather. It's not just in the warm weather where the windshield gets condensation buildup. It happened to me a lot on this particular day because it was cold enough for the snow, but the water holes weren't completely frozen over yet. If you don't stay on top of that condensation in the cold weather, it doesn't take long before it freezes up and becomes really difficult to see through.
Where's the deep one? I forget. It's on the right here, is it? Right behind you. Yeah, you sunk more than you thought you were gonna there. Oof, man. No, I can feel it was breaking ice on the belly of the machine there. Getting a little steamed up though. All right. Yeah, she's a little caked up with mud and snow.
Bruce said that the next time he was going to bring a snow brush with him to keep in the machine. We had a great mix of awesome trails that day. We had some slow going ones like this, and then we had some ones like you saw earlier where we were able to get up to some pretty good speeds where it was wide open. And Bruce has the Defender Limited, which has a heater in it and air conditioning for the summer, but he kept teasing me on the radio about how hot it was in there. He had to turn the heat down. We pulled into the clearing outside Upper Brookside where there's a fire pit and picnic tables, and we came across another group of riders that were out enjoying the trails as well. This is a great spot to have a fire and a warm-up if you know where it is. After stopping and talking with those nice people for a while, we got back on the trail and decided to run a fast loop for a bit, but then we returned to that fire pit area again to haul out Bruce's gas barbecue and cook up some dogs and sausages.
Yeah.
Oh, those look good. Man. Oh, I will.
For some reason, food just tastes so much better when it's cooked outdoors. We even had a surprise visitor show up. I don't know how little critters like that survive our harsh winters. We packed up our gear and we hit the trail to make our way home. We had originally only planned on being out for a few hours, and I didn't end up getting home until after 10 o'clock. As always, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. That way you won't miss out on other ones.